Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is Byrd, and I want to share with you guys how I adjust the waistband of jeans when they are too big. So these are store-bought, ready to wear Old Navy jeans. I don't usually buy clothes, but I was out shopping with some friends. Went to the outlet, an Old Navy outlet. I saw these relaxed, distressed kind of mildly distressed denim jeans, loose at the hips, and not completely wide leg, but that middle size leg, not narrow, but not super wide. I love the fit. Whoops, picture falling off the wall. There's always something going on with me. Okay, so I love the fit of the jeans, but I don't want to wear them with a belt. And if you see right back here, there's about an inch or two that is too big in the back of the waistband. And I really don't wear a belt because it really creates extra bulk around my waist that isn't as comfortable as I would like. I do love the fit because of this, my hips, curvy hips. My waist is a little bit smaller, and so I usually have to buy bigger jeans to suit my hips, and then I usually have the issue with the waist. So instead of just taking the jeans back, I am going to show you in 10 minutes how you can adjust. Let me show you how these jeans look before I take it to the sewing machine. All right, don't judge my room. It is a mess. I am in the middle of projects, and of course, Zoe is in the middle of the floor, and she will not move, so I have to make sure that I don't step on her. That's my daughter's cat. So I love the baggy, the very relaxed fit around the hips. I love the length of the jeans. I love that they are moderately distressed, but I do not like that little gap in the waistband. So let's go. Oh, Zoe, don't knock over my camera. So let's go over to the sewing machine and I'll show you how you can correct that in less than 10 minutes. Watch out, Zozo. All that you need is a seam ripper, a pair of sharp scissors. You can use a safety pin, or I am going to be using a bodkin because this locks the elastic in and it's super easy to pull it through, to thread the elastic through the waist, and then grab some elastic that will fit in your waistband easily. Now, the first thing that you want to do, let me sit those things off to the side, is on the inside of your pants, right at the side seams on the inside, and I've already done it. You just want to take your seam ripper and a pair of scissors and just carefully cut an opening there large enough to thread your elastic, and you're going to do that on both sides. Once you've done that, go ahead and grab your elastic. Remember, you can use a safety pin, or my preferred way is to actually use a bodkin. So I'm going to lock the bodkin onto the elastic. Bodkins are very inexpensive and definitely worth the investment. I've had this little tool for several years, have no I have no reason at all to replace it. I really love it. I've used it to thread elastic. I've used it to thread ties, a ton of things, and it's perfect. Okay, so what you want to do with the bodkin, with your bodkin or either the safety pin that you've used, once you've connected the elastic, go ahead and thread it into the inside of one side of the waistline, and just gently go ahead and slide it all the way through. This is why I like the bodkin over the safety pin. I feel like it goes through a little bit easily, a little bit more easily than the safety pin. I think the safety pin, I've had the experience where it will open up in the middle of me threading the elastic through, and that can be a little bit sticky trying to get that out without sticking myself. And then once you get to the other side of the waistband, you pull the bodkin or the safety pin through the opening that you've created on the other side of your waistband. Make sure that you don't lose the elastic here. Take my time threading it, because every now and then when you are doing it, you can get to the final little bit. So let me make some space there. You get to the final little bit and end up releasing the elastic, and it's not the end of the world. You just have to thread it through. It's only, you know, a short distance that you have to go, but I'm going to do my best to grab that elastic and pull it all the way through. So I have it. Remove your bodkin or safety pin. Make sure that the elastic is not twisted, so give it a little bit of feel. And I'm going to just pull the elastic out of the waistband. That's about an inch. Let me grab that safety pin. Be careful that the elastic doesn't end up boomeranging back in. And only about, that's probably about 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to just put my safety pin in. Now you can use a regular stick pin for this. Safety pin locks it in, and that works perfectly for me. Now I've already tried these on, so I know exactly where, I had a marking on here. I know exactly where I need to sew it down, and I'd already marked it. What you will want to do is try your jeans on it at this particular point and decide how much elastic you need in the back. So I have what I need. Let me remove the other pin. I'm going to lock it in where it needs to be. Pin that down. Pin it down. I'm going to cut off the extra elastic. Save that for the next time. Put that off to the side. Go ahead to your sewing machine. So this is what it will look like on the inside. I have it pinned down on both sides. The elastic is outside of the area that we cut by about 1/4 of an inch. I mean, not 1/4 of an inch, about an inch. You can do 1/2 inch if you want. This is where you want to go to your zigzag stitch, because the zigzag stitch is what you want to use when you're using anything that's stretch, especially like elastic. I need to pull this one out a little bit more and slip back in. And you make that adjustment, lock it in again with my safety pin. All right, and then right where I have that opening where the elastic was threaded through, I'm going to begin zigzagging across that area. I like the way that that looks. Now I'm going to zigzag again, because if you look closely, there are some loose pieces there. So I'm going to make sure that I go completely over that. So I lock in those raw edges to stop any additional fraying. And you can go back and forth over this a couple times. Lock that section in. It looks good. Take the pin off, safety pin off, or whatever you've chosen. And I am just going to simply get rid of the extra elastic. Not needed. I don't want any extra bulk. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Let me move my safety pin out of the way. I don't want to hit it with my presser foot. So lock that in nicely. Whoops. So that's what it looks like. And I'm just going to go over this opening with a zigzag stitch. I'm going to go back, making sure I clean it up a little bit. Perfect. And make sure that you're using a thread that matches your denim pretty well. So you're really not going to see this at all on the outside of your jeans. And I used a darker thread on the outside. I'm going to clean up and get rid of that extra elastic. And guys, she is done. She is done. Clean up the extra thread here. All done. It's right by my belt loops, although I did this so I would not have to use a belt. So that is perfect. And now I won't have that gap in the back of my jeans, although it looks like it's really kind of not really jumbled up there. because of the elastic. But when I put this on the waist, it will smooth it out a little bit, but pull me in just the way that I want, to that cinched in waistline in the back for comfort. And then I have the space that I need in my hips, ready to wear jeans. We just adjusted them to make them work for ourselves. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate that so much. And if you've been rocking with me for a while, I appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you guys so much and have a great day. Happy sewing.